Stand by. Track 8. Taking 8 sound tape. Mike, Liana. She's up.
Welcome to First and 10, everyone. I'm Liana Bonavita. Thanks for joining me as we inch closer to the Dome every
we got
week.
8 again.
Three
Going to
Section 2
FOX23
teams are still alive in the state tournament, and they can nearly taste
Track
the trophy.
8.
We have reached the semifinals, and my teammate Josh Sims is live
FOX23
at Deet Stadium, where the Class A matchup between Queensbury and Cornwall just wrapped up. Josh, quite the scene behind you.
Taking Josh, round 61.
Yeah, you say it just wrapped up. It literally did. Take a look behind me. You could see the players, the fans, all excited because Queensbury is heading to the Dome for the first time in 15 years. I mean, it was mayhem kind of when it ended because you talk about the fans rushing onto the field after, of course, everyone had shaken hands and congratulated each other. But, you know, when we talk about this game, and we'll get to this game so you can see what exactly happened, you're talking about two teams with two completely different styles of play. Queensbury known for their double wing offense where they rush the ball a lot. On the other side, Cornwall, well, they pass the ball, I'd say almost 90% of the game. So let's just take a look at how it got to this point.
Take 6.
Spartans trying to get to the state final for the first time since '98. Opening drive for Cornwall, Mike White finds Matt Robinson on 4th and 22 for the touchdown. It's 6-0 Green Dragons. Spartans opening drive is check this out. Mike DeTroya all of a sudden emerges from the pack and he's gone. That's going to tie the game up at 6. On to the second quarter, Spartans now down 13-6. Brett Rodriguez plows through the line and busts into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, giving Queensbury the lead 14-13. This a major blow for Cornwall. Their quarterback out with a dislocated elbow, done for the game. Cornwall hanging tough though in the second half. As 20-13 Q when Kevin Gangemi finds the end zone on the outside. That closes the gap.
10 seconds, Josh.
Onto the other end though. Late third quarter, Timothy Voorhees dives for the end zone, and it's good.
15
Queensbury
years.
holds on in this one, and they're heading to the state finals for the first time in 15 years.
Mike, round 61.
You know, this was a really exciting game, back and forth all game long.
Duels with
I'm
Liana
going to take
next.
a look at the team again. Excited after this game, to say the least. A big win for them. They'll be playing in the state finals next Friday, actually, at the Carrier Dome. And, you know, Liana, it was just a great game, and we're going to hear from the players coming up on First and 10 at 11, of course. So I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
Well, Josh, as you know, the action does continue at Deet Stadium tomorrow for a Section 2 pair of semifinal games in Class B. Chalmont squaring off against Marlborough Central. And you actually spent some time with the Sabres this week. So what did you take away from that practice?
Taking Josh, round 61.
Well, you know, when you're talking about the Sabres, you're talking about another team that can score a lot of points. I mean, they scored 60 points last week in a win over Beekmantown, and that's in the state tournament, something that's not easy to do. But the thing that goes unnoticed with them is their defense, and I caught up with them this week to find out what really makes that defense tick.
7-0.
When teams see Chalmont on their schedule, they might as well make sure their field goal kicker is ready, because on the season, the Sabres are allowing no more than 3 points on average a game. Now, if you're getting bold and feel you can get into the end zone, take a note from Clayton Rivers, who was thinking touchdown before Kyle Struby changed his mind. Chalmont has allowed just 5 touchdowns on the year, never more than 1 TD in any one game. Scary stats when you think about it.
For the other team, probably really scary, but I think we really focus on defense when our offense is struggling. But once the defense starts clicking and we start scoring, I don't think we can be stopped.
Sabres coach Joe Whipple says his team is playing their best defensively right now, coming off a 60-6 win over Beekmantown, where they forced 10 turnovers.
It's the preparation that the kids have and the
30 seconds,
that they have
Josh.
going
30.
into it. That's the big reasons why they're playing at a level they're playing at right now.
It'd be easy to ask Whipple how he was preparing for this weekend's state semifinal game against Marlborough Central. So instead, I asked him, if you were the Iron Dukes, how would you prepare to face Chalmont?
It's very difficult, I think, to scheme against us offensively and defensively. But, you know, so is Marlborough. You know, I mean, they are too. They put up good numbers, have good defense. So, you know, if anything, they mirror us a lot. So, but to play us, it would be a tough game.
Mike and Josh, round 61.
And Chalmont will be playing here tomorrow at 3 p.m. for a chance to get to the state finals, just like Queensbury was able to do. I mean, when you have excitement like this, Queensbury going to the state finals for the first time in 15 years. That's something that the fans love. You could see they came out to this game. And, of course, we know Chalmont will want that same support tomorrow, so we'll see if they'll be able to do the same thing here tomorrow. For now, I'm Josh Sims, live for News 10 ABC on Fox 23. Back to you in the studio, Liana.
Thanks, Josh. And I got to say, I love the sweater vest and tie combination there. I think you brought them a little bit of luck. All right, well, the Sabres actually the underdogs in that one.
Should
be fun to watch. The other Section 2 team in action tomorrow is the Class C defending state champion, Hoosick Falls. And while the Panthers squad has a lot of different pieces, they still expect last year's state title run to help them going forward.
Take 6.
This dome is a sign of success, with Hoosick Falls moving practice indoors only late in the season. But this dome is the goal.
It seems like it's within our grasp, and that's good, and that's kind of what we work all year long for.
Oh, it'd be incredible for us. You know, we still keep in contact with last year's group, and Brad and Billy, Grady, all those guys, and so, you know, we got to try and live up to their expectations as well.
Last year's group won a state title. This Panthers team is just 2 wins away from repeating as champions, and now is the time to draw on their experience.
Big games, experience is huge. I mean, it gets loud and really intense, and sometimes you can lose your focus. So, I mean, having experience is definitely a plus for us.
Our guys have seen the crowd that's going to be there, and they know how loud it's going to be. It's exciting for them. They look forward to this. This is what they've been working for. So this will be like a reward. It won't be a session where we get there and go, wow.
Head coach Ron Jones doesn't like to compare this year's team to last season's state championship squad, but he does admit a lot of the confidence he sees from his players today can be attributed to their past success.
It's a lot easier to have courage and be brave when you've watched other people before you do those things. And they have. They've had the benefit of watching some pretty good people in front of them.
That they have, but when I talked to these seniors this week, they said this is their time. Winning the title as a junior was great, but going out on top would be even better. Well, Hoosick Falls will get things going at Dietz Stadium tomorrow morning. Kickoff at 11, followed by Chalmont at 3 o'clock. Now, just when you might have thought we were done talking football, think again. Our stick of the night coming up.
7 sound tape. 7 up.
You're watching
8 for the swoosh, Nick. 8 up. And where you break, Master?
5, 4.
Track 8, sound on tape. Stand by. Taking 8. Mike, Lydia, and she's up.
Welcome back to First and 10. Tomorrow, Section 2 will send out 2 of its best defensive teams, both Chalmont and Hoosick Falls, yielding only 3 points per game. But you know what? Queensberry head coach John Urian told us this week not to sleep on the Spartans' defense. So we're going to head back out to Dietz Stadium for our stick of the night. Even when the Dragons make a play, the Spartans make them pay. The pass is complete, but watch this. Tyrell Adams laying the smackdown. Take another look. Full speed ahead for this young man. Bend, but don't break. The mantra tonight for the Spartans. Congratulations to the Q for moving on. All right, heading to overtime now here on First and 10. And we're going to take you off the football field onto the soccer pitch. The St. Rose women's soccer team making another run deep into the NCAA tournament. The Golden Knights unbeaten so far this year, taking on a team they know oh so well in the Sweet 16. St. Rose hosting conference rival American International. Now, the first time these teams played earlier this year, they played to a 2-overtime 0-0 tie. Not the case today. Early in the first half, off the free kick, Yellow Jackets, Mariah Shade buries the loose ball in front to put AIC on top. Shade scores another 10 minutes later, so the Golden Knights looking to rally from 2 goals back in the second half. Laura Taylor's shot sails high. Golden Knights still attacking, though. Kristen Carr's header, that's going to go wide. And another stellar season comes to a close for St. Rose. Shut out 2-0 today, and the Golden Knights finish the season 21-2. Onto the hardwood now. Another crazy finish for the Siena men. A 14-3 run to push ahead in the final seconds of the game. Emo Silas with a career performance. 17 points, including the game winner. 14 boards. The men win their second straight game down the wire. The women, though, on the other hand, can't get it done against Green Bay. They dropped to 1-2 on the season. Also worth noting, the RPI hockey team loses its third straight game, 5-2 at Mercyhurst. 2 of those goals empty netters, though, so the Engineers will get another shot at them tomorrow. That's it for First and 10. I'll send it over to Lydia to see what they're working on for News 10 ABC at 11.
Liana, we're following a breaking, potentially dangerous situation out of Niskayuna right now. A police standoff moving into its 4th hour. This is a live look from the scene. Our Trishna Begum is getting new information as we speak, and you can depend on News 10 ABC to bring you up to speed at 11. And you won't want to miss Steve's chilly forecast. Don't say we didn't warn you. So flip it on over, and we'll see you there. Good night.
And Ray Breakmaster.